Hey guys, okay, this is a vibe check. How you guys doing? Doing good? Okay, all right. So today we're going to talk about seduction and how to enchant someone. So there are various ways you can enchant someone, but in this particular way that I am going to talk about today, it's going to be pulling from the book The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. I love Robert Greene. I don't care what anybody says, okay? So first, let's get to the bottom of what enchanting means. So to enchant someone is to have this aura of mystery.
What is... I'm sorry.
So to enchant someone is to put someone under somewhat of a spell. When they're in your presence, automatically drawn to you. When you're able to enchant people, you leave almost a special and charming connection. People just want to be around you. You are a spark of joy in their life. And enchanting could be different, and it could be seen in many ways. But it's all about having charisma and genuine interest in the people around you. Now, why is enchanting important when we are speaking about the art of seduction? Not only is enchanting someone important during your seduction, it can build an emotional connection, strengthen your relationship, add a spark of joy. It creates a place for trust. It also has an elevated feeling associated with it. Enchanting someone is to go beyond surface level attraction and something a little bit more emotional and mental. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video. Leave a comment as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. Now, anyways, back to enchanting someone. You can be the most beautiful woman in the room or the handsomest man in the room, but that is all that you are if you don't know how to communicate properly and enchant someone. People can be very beautiful, very handsome, but be as boring as a brick wall. To be seen more than just your looks will get you far in this game we call life. I want to give you guys 5 tips on how to become enchanting during conversations, social settings, you name it, okay? So number 1, I have to start off with our girl confidence. So a lot of people have problems with confidence. I think people are honestly afraid of the power that they actually have within. But confidence is the key to enchanting someone. It is where it all begins. The sparkle in your eye, the posture that you have, your ability to openly communicate how you feel without being afraid of what others think of you. Having the confidence to be yourself. The spring in your step, the sway of your hips, your ability to just be yourself unapologetically and telling people how you really feel is the confidence that is very enchanting. It is quite literally like a magnet where people are just drawn to you. They don't know why, but your ability to be so comfortable in your own skin and take up space, which a lot of people do struggle with, and they see that you're doing it with ease, yeah, they want to be next to you. Confidence can look like your posture being sitting up straight, neck held up high instead of slouching. Confidence looks like maintaining eye contact. When you maintain eye contact with people, this shows that you are highly engaged in the conversation. That's why when they say when you have an interview, you want to maintain eye contact because it's establishing a level of trust and security within that person that you're not hiding anything, but that you're actually engaged in that moment. Your eyes not only foster a sense of trust, but it is also signifying if you are feeling unsafe or uncomfortable, because shifty eyes indicate that you are not comfortable. And so that's why it's really important to lock eyes. And of course, you want to occasionally look away. It's not like you want to look at them dead in their face the whole conversation, right? That'd just be a little bit creepy. But if you can maintain the proper eye contact, as well as dilating your pupils while having conversation with them, and then doing the triangular method, oh yeah, you're locked in.
What is... I'm sorry.
Confidence also looks like smiling, and people can tell when you're fake smiling, okay? They're not dumb. So when you're like this, yeah guys, so confident, you can tell. But a genuine smile where your cheeks actually lift your eyes up, I don't think that was a real smile, I'm not gonna lie. Something like this, that's a genuine smile, and people feel that. Your confidence is also seen in the way that you greet people. When you greet someone with a strong and firm handshake, this is showing that you are self-assured. Confidence also lies in your composure. There is something so attractive about someone that can keep their cool during something tragic happening. Okay, listen, everyone has their own way of expressing that they are rattled, but a real confident person will, even the minute things, even if they spill milk, they won't let that ruin their whole day. And that's what I meant by like having your composure. When people can handle stressful situations with composure, it is telling others that this person is confident and knows what they're doing. Lastly, when it comes to confidence, body language is key, which goes hand in hand with posture, but it's a little bit more than that. When you are closed off, and of course this could mean that you are cold, but when your body is like your legs are crossed and your arms are crossed and you're just looking away, you are telling the other person that you are not trying to be approached and that you're cold, you're shut off from the world of communication. Your gestures and movements, you should be using them in a purposeful way. When you are open and looking around the room, smiling, that is an invitation to, oh, okay, this person is approachable. Confident body language could look like not fidgeting all the time or biting your nails. It's about just being in ease with yourself. Now, the second one is mystery. We love a good mystery. Being mysterious, I feel like, is pretty hard to do these days, considering that everyone puts their information out involuntarily, and that's okay, but I feel like there should also be some level of nonchalantness to you, where you don't lay all your cards out on the table. Mystery is like the X factor of enchantment. So when you first meet someone, this is how you exude mystery. You don't tell them your business all in one go. You want to have breadcrumbs where you put a little bit out there, see what they say, and leave it at that. Anything I feel like mystery is like dropping breadcrumbs enough to where a person is intrigued, to where where you can hook them in and they can ask all these questions to try to get to know you. Mystery is not letting someone know you all the way. And I don't think people understand, like, yeah, you want to be open and honest, and that's great. But understand that mystery is what really intrigues people. The real sauce of enchantment is having other people wonder about you and make up these fantasies in their head because you don't really expose too much by yourself. Now think of like Lori Harvey. She doesn't talk. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
Wow, Lori, you look...
Hey, Lori, how are you? What do you think about Meek taking you off his Christmas wish list? What do you think about that?
So about mystery. So here's a few things when it comes to mystery. Number one, you have to be very selective about what you disclose to others.
I do not want to comment.
Why? Why?
Share little pieces of information, but don't reveal everything all at once. You want to give information gradually over a period of time. There are cases where people have been together for a long time and they're still trying to find out about the person that they're with. And I feel like that's really an important element to have in the game of seduction. When you don't have mystery, it's just people become bored. There is no excitement. Another thing when it comes to mystery is adding an element of unpredictability. Now, you might be wondering, why is that? You need to keep your actions a little bit unpredictable, because once someone figures you out, they're going to be like, oh, okay, we already know what's going to happen next. You know how people are watching entertainment because it's unpredictable? And I'm not saying, you know, you're someone's source of entertainment, but we're talking about enchanting now. So if you are going to take the conscious decision to enchant someone, you want to be unpredictable in the way that you move. Predictability breeds this kind of boredom. People want to be enticed, okay? So give it to them like this. When I talk about unpredictability, book a flight last minute. When I'm talking about unpredictability, when you always get your nails done a certain color, pick a different color. Or when you always order something and someone starts to be like, oh yeah, she likes this, be like, actually no, I like this. It keeps them on their toes, okay? And that's fun. It's just like enchantment, mystery, all this stuff is about being playful at the end of the day. Maybe do a different makeup style than you normally do, and people are like, oh, that's different. Change your hair up, try different jewelry, try a different clothing selection. Right when people get comfortable, switch it up, and that is going to keep them on their toes. Like, I wonder what she's gonna do today, I wonder what she's gonna say today, I wonder what she's reading today. And there are people that you don't even know what they're up to in their life because they're so unpredictable. Tomorrow they're a strip pole instructor. The second day they're volunteering at a homeless shelter. It's like this random series of events. It's like, okay, this person's really interesting. They got a whole lot going on. Not only does it keep them on their toes, but it makes your life really interesting. So start doing different stuff. Now, with mystery, you want to be subtle hints, okay? So you drop subtle hints and cues when you're having a conversation with someone per se. Now, you don't flat out and tell people exactly what is on your mind. You leave hints, okay? It leaves rooms for others to inquire and figure out and wonder, I wonder what this person is talking about. It makes them want to explore further, right? Instead of being like, I like photography, they will zigzag around it, okay? They'll be like, you know, I really enjoy taking pictures of beautiful scenery. And then maybe you can go back and forth with the person and talk about, you know, taking pictures, and then maybe show them a picture of one of your little photography photos that you took of this beautiful sunset or maybe the mountains. This leads the conversation to go to how you're a photographer. And then when they find that out, they're gonna be like, oh my god, this person didn't lead with that. Like, I wonder what else. Like, if they're this good a photographer and they're not telling me off the jump, like, I wonder what else they got going on in their life. That's the sauce. Okay, so now being elusive in the realm of mystery. Being elusive goes hand in hand with the whole thing of being mysterious, is not exposing too much of yourself from the jump, and also being kind of cryptic too, okay? Like, if someone asks you about your past relationship, you might want to say in response, I've had my share of interesting relationships, but I actually want to talk about us right now. I want to focus on the present. And a curious person might wonder, what an interesting past, but you want to talk about now? Oh yeah. And you know what? You're going to stir that element of creating fantasies in their head. And the whole thing about enchanting someone is to have them think about you. But it's the way that you don't even give them much to go off of to create these fantasies about you. You're letting their imagination take the wheel. Okay, point number 3, flirtation. You know, a good enchantment has some flirtatiousness in there, okay? Now, flirtation is an art. It's not something that comes easy. Sometimes it comes easy to some, sometimes it doesn't. But it is definitely a skill that needs to be learned over time and experience. But it is also, if you know how to make people feel special and appreciated while being fun and even optimistic in that moment, you can get flirting down easily. You can be a flirt in enchanting someone by being playful in the way that you tease them. Let's say you find out this person likes pineapple on pizza, which I don't even know why that's a debate, but you say to them, oh, so you like pineapple on your pizza? I think we're gonna have to rethink our compatibility, and give them a good old wink. Top it off with a wink, you know? Or you find out that they're a non-compatible zodiac sign. ooh, I don't know if we're gonna work out. And then like play it off, like create a little bit of tension, create a little bit of challenge, but make them feel like it's just a joke and that you actually really do appreciate their company in the same breath. Or even a compliment with a twist, like, wow, you look so beautiful, but I bet you've been turning heads all night, haven't you? Like, how can you not respond to that? Like, it's giving room for them to respond back. Sauce. And flirting would just not be flirting without subtle touches. Like, when I was reading from a body language book, they said that effective flirting is like let's say you said something funny. I'd be like, oh my god, you're so funny. And touch them on their arm for 3 seconds. Or even on their back, on their arm. People like that physical touch. Like you're giving room to make them feel comfortable. There's just something about physically touching someone on their arm that feels so personal. Some people might not like that, but it's up to you to distinguish if that is an okay moment to do that. When it comes to enchanting and flirting, you want to make sure that you are teasing as well. So this could mean challenging someone by saying, I bet you can't guess my favorite movie. And then give them that little, can you guess? Or I bet you can't guess like my favorite color or something. I don't know, that's pretty typical. And then give them room to guess. Now, flirting serves as a great way to connect with people, and people crave to be wanted and admired. People crave that feeling, and when you can give that to them, oh yeah, their head is going to get big and they're going to feel really good around you. All these good chemicals are going to be released, good feeling chemicals are going to be released, and when they think about you, they're going to think about how you made them feel. And you know, interestingly enough, even toddlers, they know how to flirt. Like, it might not be as aggressive as how we do it as adults, but they know exactly, like, when they're about to cross the line. When you tell them don't do that, they'll look at you and be like, and they do it anyways. Like, I feel like that's a subtle form of flirting. It's almost like we're ingrained with that. So the more that you let out that side, you engage in flirtatious behavior, the easier that it gets. Like, it is such a playful bridge between you and the other person or whoever you're talking to. Now let's talk about our girl charm. So when you're enchanting someone, you need to understand how to charm them. Charming is the art of creating a magnetic pull from you and to those around you. It's a charismatic presence, and it involves your personality and your demeanor and how you present yourself that makes others feel valued and connected to you. Charm is a powerful tool in the realm of enchanting someone. So what does charm look like? No, it's not three sisters kicking butt trying to save the world, okay? Charm in this sense, when we're talking about enchanting, it is being warm and approachable. For example, now a charming person might ask you personal questions, or maybe just like surface level questions, but they're not afraid to be warm and greet you with, hello, how are you doing? How's your day going? And even just trying to get to know you in general with non-malicious intent. Like, they are just genuinely wanting to know how you are. And I feel like that's very charming, because if someone can go out of their shell and they want to know more about you, they make you feel special, don't they? Have you ever dealt with someone in customer service and they just do their job and they don't really ask about your day or anything like that, and it just kind of seems very dry or whatever, and you're not feeling too great, versus someone that's like, how's your day going? Everything is good. Oh yeah, your hair looks so pretty. Da, 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 da. It makes you feel like, oh my gosh, like someone cares about me. That's such a good feeling to have. Asking about their hobbies, asking to get to know the person, that is charming. Charming people also have impeccable listening skills. When people talk about their interests, charming people always follow up with what that person said in response. Like, oh wow, that's very interesting. I never thought of it that way. Like, can you tell me more? Like, they just want to get to know you, and you just feel wanted in that moment, instead of being a brick wall, like talking to a brick wall and the person's not saying anything back, it's like this person's not engaging with me. I don't feel valued. Showing active listening by nodding and saying, wow, I hear you. That sounds like a very valuable experience. Or, just being very sympathetic and empathetic and just really engaging yourself with the other person. Giving them room to talk without going, yeah, and actually giving them space to express themselves. Charming people also are very witty and they have humor. Now, nothing is more secondhand, embarrassing, cringy than someone that got disrespected and the person gets really upset and it just turns into a whole altercation.
Come on. Come on. I'm starving. Seriously, guys. Make her kiss me. Come on. It landed on you. Jeez. Oh my god. Hoes will be hoes.
Oh.
No.
Get out.
Let's do the next
Get
one.
out.
Okay.
Now, someone with charm might, they might get disrespected, but that person, instead of getting upset, that person might make a joke back to show that, you know what, you really can't. It's just like water off a duck. Like, you cannot get to me because I'm actually in such a good place. Like, those type of people are very charming. Lastly, let's talk about authenticity. Authenticity in seduction and enchanting someone is very critical. Authenticity is, I feel like, very hard to find these days with certain people. And when they see that someone is being authentic, it puts down this wall, this guard. And because authenticity involves having some vulnerabilities, when people see that you can be vulnerable, they can also in turn be vulnerable with you. So it's almost like creating a safe space. When someone is authentic with you on how they feel and if they're transparent, then it's like this person, you can feel safe with this person. Have you ever noticed that when you can become vulnerable with someone else and tell them your secrets, that they also give up information as well, and you guys share this very sincere and healing space together where you don't have to hide. People want to feel like they can let go, but only in trusted company. Also, someone that is always trying to fit into your ideals, you don't know who they truly are. They're just playing that part just to get something from you. But when someone is being authentic and they know themselves, you know that this person is just showing up unapologetically themselves. People that show up and want to be liked by everybody, those type of people you got to be careful for, because they're not being authentic to themselves. People that behave a certain way around other people behave differently in certain groups. It doesn't create a sense of authenticity.
This is my cookie. This is my juice, okay? Thank you, next. That's what this baby picture says.
The dancing scene in this video was actually inspired by Sweet Charity and the wardrobe.
You know, I love my MAC lipstick. This is the MAC I'm here to talk about today, girl. Come on.
Kill me, get your ass in here. Come on, girl.
And when you hear people embrace their flaws, which is another form of authenticity, you can say to yourself, like, okay, this person knows that there's something wrong with them and they're not trying to act like everything is okay. You can tell that this person is still human and not trying to put up a front like everything is okay. And people want to know that they're having genuine conversations and connections. So when you're being authentic in your enchantment, it is telling the other people around you that you are here unapologetically you, take it or leave it. Authenticity builds a sense of trust and connection based on real and sincere interaction. It allows you to create a longer and meaningful bond, and these people can sense your intentions are to be genuine and that the feelings are real. So there you have it, Enchanting 101. Confidence, mystery, charm, authenticity, and a dash of flirting are keys to enchanting someone. But the most important thing is to be yourself and have fun when you're enchanting. And okay, now go out there and enchant them with your beauty, your grace, and most importantly, you. You are the secret sauce. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more like this and share it with your friends. Why not? y'all just go out there and start enchanting everyone with your magic. Okay, now go out there and make your days even more magical than they already are. All right, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, guys.